Okie dokie, we're rolling. So my name is Max Tieu. For those who do not know who I currently am a second year finance and information systems double major at the Carl H. Linder College of Business. That's just me elevator pitching that, autopilot wise. But anyways, and I am running for your next president of the Vietnamese Student Association at the University of Cincinnati. So I just want to talk a little bit about my experience so far with Vietnamese Student Association. I joined as a member during my first semester last year, joining as a general body member. And in the spring semester, I was lucky enough to become an intern and get to shadow the e-board. And then after that, I ran for treasurer, and I am the treasurer for this entire academic year. I helped manage the finances for our different GBMs and events that we hold here at UC, and then help do fundraisers as well. For example, the Dare fundraiser and also the Philanthropy. I helped manage those in terms of logistics and that sort of thing as well. Um, and then, of course, Mid Autumn, our flagship event that we had, that was the proudest moment where I could have something to show that was measurable, of which we raised over $2,350 for Vietnamese Health Clinic for a collective philanthropy project that we had with the Midwest region, of which we really showed up with that $2,350 plus some more from the other fundraisers as well, where we at Via One. If you haven't gone to it, it's an incredible experience. Highly suggest. Um, but at Via One, we were recognized for the top of our tier by a significant amount for donating for the Vietnamese Health Clinic. Very proud moment that I had here. But now onto the questions. What do you think are the most significant challenges facing the VSA currently, and how would I address them as president? I think the biggest one that we have right now that faces VSA is the size of our general body members. Um, and not to say that quantity is everything, quality has to be there as well. If we're not close together, we're not good friends, and we're not having a good time together, quantity doesn't matter much. But a big thing that I felt like as a first time full academic year e-board member, that I really got to notice as being an e-board member is that in the beginning we show up very strong, but it dies down pretty quickly and dies down even more quickly after mid-autumn. So what I want to do is be more consistent, bring more structure to the e-board, to have more consistent events. And I guess that kind of goes into the next question of how do I plan to engage and involve the broader Vietnamese student community in the activities and initiatives of the association is by being more consistent. Being consistent of what times, what days of the week that we have events, so that our general body members and students know that on this day at this time I can reliably count on VSA having a fun event I can come to, relax, enjoy, learn about some Vietnamese culture, or hang out with my best friends, or whatever the purpose of having this community, why they're here in this community with us, that I'm so proud to be a part of, as well. And how I would measure the next question, how I would measure the success of my presidency and what metrics will I use to evaluate my progress is seeing our attendance numbers. Numbers at our GBMs, and I think the biggest indicator if we have a good general body in terms of turnout at external events. External events are a lot harder to get members to commit to, as we have to drive typically to get to these events, and money has to be committed. Time is not spent towards study or part-time work or whatever else people are doing in their busy lives. They have to dedicate and literally schedule out time from their calendars to take the time to go to another school, and albeit there's definitely value in it of going to another school, an external event, but it still is a commitment and a half and usually takes up an entire weekend. And I think the biggest measure of my success will be how can I bring our members to externals and that sort of thing. So that is everything for me. I hope you'll vote for me as your next president of the Vietnamese Student Association. And thank you. Bye bye.